We set up 4 years ago when myself and my colleague Lindsay took redundancy from our employment beforehand. We were recently working with a group of children with disabilities, which was quite new to ourselves. We'd mainly been working with youths from the community and working on self-development. Really enjoyed the side of getting into disabilities, so we thought, right, okay, we had potentially 10 families that continued to want us to offer some support. We started off with just a Saturday club, which is called Saturday Stars, and before we knew it, we were inundated with 30 odd children coming every other week, which has been not funded by anybody at all. It's just something that we've done. So we decided then we were going to run every Saturday, so we had 8 to 12 year olds one week and 12 to 18 the following week.
I've got a passion for working with children. It's seeing their faces when you do an activity with them that they've never tried before. The break that the parents get is something quite big for me.
We have very many different sort of activities that we run, from arts and crafts to sports to boccia to taking them sailing. We've now, 4 years later, do pontins trips for residentials nearly every half term to offer respite for the families, for the children that we work with. That's really quite huge. We're going away next week and there's 48 of us going away.
We have ASB antisocial behaviour steering groups, and a recurring problem at the steering groups were problems of youths riding mini-motos and mopeds antisocially, causing nuisance to various neighbours. And we felt that we need to be a bit creative with how we tackle it, rather than just taking enforcement, which was one avenue. We decided we need to educate and provide a legal environment for youth to ride mini-motos.
In Gloucestershire wide, we're looking at a reduction of 24% of antisocial use of mini-motors being used on the highway. It opens opportunity for us to engage with young people and get involved with other projects. Once they're here, we can signpost them anywhere they like to go.
The biggest problem that I had, even when we started to get the funding, is actually having a warehouse location. Thankfully, due to Robert Hitchens, they've actually allowed us to get the warehouse for free.
It brings everyone together under one roof. So we've got police staff here, we've got housing providers here, and then that gives an opportunity for parents to speak in an informal environment. It also breaks down barriers between agencies and the youths, because we do reach out to hard to reach children.
Well, when Holly died, obviously our lives were turned upside down and we were absolutely devastated. One of the things that we wanted to do was to try and turn that tragedy into a positive and help young people. You know, the first thing there would be to help young people who are having careers in hairdressing. And this year we are looking for another 6 hairdressers to put on top of the 6 we already have, to make sure that we get 12 going through Gloucester College, where we have that partnership. Holly was abused in the last year of her life, and you know, there are a lot of young people around the county that are abused, and there aren't the facilities and the services to help those people. So again, that's another thing that we wanted to do, was to really try and help them. This year we've set up Holly's Kids, which is a programme that has 2 elements to it. The first one is to send professionals into schools to support teachers and deliver relationship educational workshops. And the second part is to deliver a programme called Crushed. And that really helps those individuals who've either been abused in relationships, or they are in families where mum and dad are abusing each other and they're completely traumatised. The third part, obviously, Holly was stabbed, and we want to try and reduce the amount of antisocial behaviour and knife crime in the city. So we are working with another charity there called Increase the Peace, and the aim there is to support them to try and reduce the amount of knives that are around. So the main purpose of the Trust is to help young people across Gloucestershire.